Everyone at Liverpool's own news. Stop whatever you're doing right now, lads, because the mother of all bombs has just exploded over Merseyside, and the shockwaves are rattling every single window from Anfield Road to the bloody Atlantic. The Liverpool Football Club, the mighty Reds, have only gone and snatched the most electrifying, jaw-dropping, heart-stopping superstar on the planet for a staggering €80 million. 80 million! That's not a transfer fee, that's a declaration of war on the rest of the Premier League. And hold on to your flat caps, because the salary is an absolute bargain. Peanuts, a proper steal, because contractual loopholes and release clause wizardry mean he's basically arrived for free. Yes, you heard me right, free. The board played 4D chess while the rest of Europe was still playing tiddlywinks. And now this colossus is striding through the Shankly gates like a Scouse Thor ready to smash the league to smithereens. Picture the scene, lads. It's 3 o'clock in the morning, somewhere in a dimly lit hotel suite in downtown Lisbon. The air is thick with cigar smoke and tension you could cut with a butter knife. Our top brass, cloaked in anonymity, are hunched over a mahogany table, faces like thunder. On the other side, the player's agent, a shark in a tailored suit, keeps glancing at his phone. Every vibration could be Manchester City, could be PSG, could be Real Madrid circling like vultures. But no, an encrypted WhatsApp pings. Offer accepted. 80. Done. The room erupts, champagne corks pop, but quietly, because this is still top secret. 2 days earlier, a private jet left John Lennon Airport under the cover of darkness. Destination, a tiny airfield outside Barcelona. The pilot filed a fake flight plan to throw off the press. Meanwhile, in a safe house in the Algarve, final medical tests are being conducted by a doctor sworn to silence under penalty of never tasting a decent pint again. Blood samples, heart scans, the lot. Every box ticked. And the clause, oh the clause, a sneaky little get-out buried in paragraph 47 of his previous contract that activates only if a historic English club with 6 European Cups comes knocking before the stroke of midnight on the final day of the window. Midnight came, midnight went, and at 001 the deal was sealed. The selling club's president woke up to an email that simply read, "He's yours, pay up. No negotiations, no counter-offers, no mercy." Now, let's rewind the tape and talk about the man himself, the phenomenon, the absolute unit who's just painted Merseyside red. Born under the blazing sun of a dusty suburb in Rosario, Argentina, our new king started kicking a ragged ball against a crumbling wall when he was barely out of nappies. Street football, pure chaos. No coaches, no tactics, just instinct and fire. At 13, a scout from a local academy spotted him nutmegging kids twice his size and thought he'd seen the second coming of Maradona. Fast forward 3 years and he's already captaining the youth side to a national title, scoring hat-tricks for fun, leaving defenders eating dirt. First senior contract at 17. Debut goal within 90 seconds of coming off the bench. The stadium erupted like Vesuvius. From there, it was a rocket ship. 2 seasons lighting up the Argentine Primera, then a €25 million move to a mid-table Portuguese giant where he single-handedly dragged them into the Champions League spots, banging in 30 goals and 15 assists in all competitions. The big boys came calling. A blockbuster switch to La Liga, a club with a trophy cabinet the size of Buckingham Palace, and that's where the legend truly ignited. 5 seasons, 4 league titles, 2 coppers to Ray, 1 Champions League medal dangling round his neck after a final where he scored twice and set up the winner with a Rabona that's still on loop on every highlight reel from Madrid to Mumbai. Golden Boot, tick. Player of the season, tick. Ballon d'Or shortlist 3 years running, tick, tick, bloody tick. Internationally, don't even start me. Senior Argentina call-up at 19, World Cup qualifier debut, goal and assist in a 4-0 thrashing of Bolivia. Fast forward to Qatar 2022.
quarter-finals, extra time. He picks the ball up on the halfway line, slaloms past 4 defenders like the training cones and buries it in the top bin. The Albi Celesti go on to lift a trophy and he's named Young Player of the Tournament. Copa America the following summer, another winner's medal, another final goal. Over 50 caps already, pushing 30 international goals, and he's not even at his prime. Style of play? Good grief, where do I begin? Is a number 10 with the soul of a street fighter and the vision of a chess grandmaster. Glides across the pitch like he's on casters, hips swivelling, eyes always 3 moves ahead. Left foot like a magic wand, curls it, whips it, caresses it. Right foot, not shabby either. Scored a 40-yard screamer last season that the keeper's still having nightmares about. Pace to burn, acceleration that leaves fullbacks grasping at air, and a leap that defies physics. Remember that header against Bayern where he hung in the air so long the referee checked his watch? Physical specimen, 6'1", legs like oak trees, core carved from granite. Mentally, ice in the veins. Penalties in shootouts, cool as a cucumber. Down to the last minute, trailing by a goal, he's the one demanding the ball, shoulders back, chin up, daring the universe to deny him. Strengths, vision that slices defences like a hot knife through butter, dribbling that makes you rewind the telly just to check it really happened, finishing, both feet, head, even knee if he fancies it. Weaknesses? If I'm scraping the barrel, maybe the odd yellow card for a late tackle born of pure passion, but even then it's usually because he's fighting for every blade of grass like his life depends on it. Comparisons. Take the silk of Zidane, the swagger of Ronaldinho, the big game clutch of prime Gerrard, yeah I said it, our very own Stevie G, and roll it all into one unstoppable force. He's the complete package, the final piece of the jigsaw, the nuclear warhead we've been crying out for. Why did we need him? Because every empire needs a new emperor, and this lad is it. The midfield was already a fortress, but now it's a bloody Death Star. He slots in just behind the lone striker, pulling strings, threading needles, turning half chances into gilt-edged glory. The wide men will feast on his service. The defence can breathe easier knowing one moment of magic can win any game. Tactically, he's the chaos agent in a system built on control. Press high, win the ball, give it to him, and watch the magic unfold. Fitness levels through the roof. Injury record cleaner than the Sunday roast plate. Attitude humble but hungry. The dressing room, he walked in, shook every hand, cracked a joke in perfect scouse, don't ask how he learned it nor the night, and instantly became one of the lads. Training ground reports say the balls are flying into the top corner like they're on strings. The youth prospects are already copying his trademark shimmy. The women's team asked for a photo. Even the tea lady got an autograph. Let's talk brass tacks, because you lot love the nitty-gritty. Transfer fee. 80 million euros up front, payable in 3 instalments. 40 million on signing, 20 million next July, 20 million the July after. Add-ons? Oh, we've got add-ons for days. 5 million if he hits 20 goals in all comps this season. Another 5 million for 10 assists. 10 million if we lift the Premier League. 15 million for the Champions League. Yes, the big-eared beauty herself. Ballon d'Or podium. 20 million bonus, because why not dream big? Contract length, 5 years, rock solid, with an option for a 6th if both parties fancy it. Salary, here's where it gets deliciously mental. Basic wage, £80,000 a week. 80 grand, that's less than some of our squad players are on. Image rights, he keeps 80%. Signing on fee, a cool 10 million straight into the bank. Loyalty bonus every year he stays, 5 million. Clean sheet bonus for the team, £2,000 per shutout. He gets it whether he plays or not, because that's the culture we're building. Release clause, €1 billion. Yes, you heard that right. €1 billion. Good luck prying him away, Aberdeener. Good luck, Qatar. And the release clause loophole that made it free? Buried deep in his old deal was a gentleman's agreement. If a club with more European Cups than anyone else triggered the 80 million clause before the window slammed shut, the selling club would waive all future sell-on percentages and eat the agent fees. Genius! Pure genius. The selling club's presidents are reportedly fuming, tearing up boardroom tables, but contracts are contracts and the ink is dry. Imagine the scenes come August. Opening day, Anfield a cauldron, 54,000 Scousers belting out "You'll Never Walk Alone" until their lungs give out. The teams are announced, his name echoes around the stadium like thunder. He steps onto the hallowed turf, kisses the crest, points to the cop. First touch, a cushioned volley straight into the path of a teammate for a tap-in. Goal, roof, off! By Christmas we're top of the table, unbeaten, and he's got 15 goals and 20 assists. By May we're parading the Premier League trophy down the streets. Confetti raining, grown men crying, kids wearing his shirt before the ink's dry on the replica kits. And Europe, we're not just competing, we're conquering. Quarterfinals, semi-finals, that final in Munich or wherever, and it's his 95th minute screamer that sends us